Hello, hello. I am reading the proverb of the day, and today is Proverb 12. I decided that I would read out of the Amplified. I have been reading out of the New Living Translation, the NLT, but I also really love the Amplified. It's great to read. Sometimes it says it captures a full meaning behind the original Greek and Hebrew, and it has a lot of extra words. Of course, that's why it's called Amplified. So this is chapter 12, verse 1. Whoever loves instruction and correction loves knowledge, but he who hates reproof is like a brute beast, stupid and indiscriminating. A good man obtains favor from the Lord, but a man of wicked devices he condemns. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the uncompromisingly righteous shall never be moved. Verse 4, a virtuous and worthy wife, earnest and strong in character, is a crowning joy to her husband, but she who makes him ashamed is as rottenness to his bones. Here, let's look at this other one. Let's see. In the NLT, it says, a worthy wife is a crown for her husband, but a disgraceful woman is like cancer in his bones. Cancer. Wow. Verse 5. The thoughts and purposes of the consistently righteous are honest and reliable, but the counsels and designs of the wicked are treacherous. Verse 6, the words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them, and the innocent ones thus endangered. Verse 7, the wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the uncompromisingly righteous shall stand. Verse 8 in the NLT, a sensible person wins admiration, but a warped mind is despised. Verse 9, better to be an ordinary person with a servant than to be self-important and have no food. Oh, I'm going to read it in the Amplified. Better is he who is lightly esteemed but works for his own support than he who assumes honor for himself and lacks bread. 10, a consistently righteous man regards the life of his beast, but even the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. 11, he who tills his land shall be satisfied with bread, but he who follows worthless pursuits is lacking in sense and is without understanding. The wicked desire the booty of evil men. The booty of evil men. Wonder what that says in the other version. Thieves are jealous of each other's loot, but the godly are well rooted and bear their own fruit. Do you see how it's good to see different versions? So this one says the wicked desire the booty of evil men, but the root of the uncompromisingly righteous yields richer fruitage. 13, the wicked is dangerously snared by the transgressions of his lips, but the uncompromisingly righteous shall come out of trouble. 14, from the fruit of the words a man shall be satisfied with good, and the work of a man's hands shall come back to him as a harvest. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he who listens to counsel is wise. A fool's wrath is quickly and openly known, but a prudent man ignores an insult. He who breathes out truth shows forth righteous uprightness and right standing with God, but a false witness utters deceit. There are those who speak rashly, like the piercing of a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is credited but for a moment. 19 in the NLT says, truthful words stand the test of time, but lies are soon exposed. Deceit is, this is verse 20. Deceit is in the hearts of those who devise evil, but for the counselors of peace there is joy. Verse 21. No actual evil, misfortune, or calamity shall come upon the righteous, but the wicked shall be filled with evil, misfortune, and calamity. Lying lips are extremely disgusting and hateful to the Lord, but they who deal faithfully are his delight. Verse 23, a prudent man is reluctant to display his knowledge, but the heart of self-confident fools proclaims their folly. The hand of the diligent will rule, but the slothful will be put to forced labor. Verse 24. That was verse 24. So in the NLT, it says, work hard and become a leader, be lazy and become a slave. Worry weighs a person down. An encouraging word cheers the person up. And here it is in the Amplified. It says, anxiety in a man's heart weighs it down, but an encouraging word makes it glad. Makes it glad. The consistently righteous man is a guide to his neighbor, but the way of the wicked causes others to go astray. The slothful man does not catch his game or roast it once he kills it, but the diligent man gets precious possessions. Verse 28. Life is in way of righteousness, moral and spiritual rectitude in every area and relation, and in its pathway there is no death, but immortality, perpetual, eternal life. I think this is how it sums it up in the NLT. The godly give good advice to their friends, and the wicked lead them astray. Lazy people don't even cook the game they catch, but the diligent make use of everything they find. The way of the godly leads to life. The path does not lead to death. So let me know if you're following along, if you are catching the proverb of the day, and if you what struck you today, what stood out, what did you hear in this? Listen to verse 11. A hard worker has plenty of food, but a person who chases fantasies has no sense. Which version do you prefer? Or do you like to compare versions? Sometimes you can catch a glimmer out of one versus the other, and I love comparing versions. I like to look them up. You can look them up online. There's multiple versions that you can read, compare, see what speaks to your heart, and see what really comes to you, because there's so many translations, and I think it gives them the meaning a little, more rich meaning to you. So let me know, and I would love to hear from you. Talk to you later.